12 matches, one new world champion in over 5.5 hours of your life that you will never get back. That can only mean one thing. It's time to review All In. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. We are all in here with our All In review. We're on Wikipedia, so shout out to Wikipedia. Sometimes they ask you for a £2 donation to keep Wikipedia going. Well, if you want to make a £2 donation to keep Fog Wrestling going, we're not going to prompt you on the screen, buddy. We'll just ask you instead.
We'll ask you £4, £6, £8, £10, £12, £14, £16, That's plenty. Any sort of pounds. Tony Khan is not paying us for this review.
$1.
$1.
And that's exactly what the first match was worth. $1. So we go into the opening match, a 16-man tag team match. I mean, this is simply, let's try and get everybody on the roster.
That is
on the card.
Absolutely ridiculous.
That's it. 16-man match up here. Don't give a shit about any of them. Sabian, Billington, Rocky Romero, Fletcher, Leo Rush, Axel Andretti, Top Flight, Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, Anthony Ogogo, Arya Davari, Private Party, The Dark Order. I mean, what team's the face team and what team's the heel team? It's hard to tell because there's heels and faces on each side, but I mean, just a throwaway match that does absolutely nothing for nobody. And it lasted almost 12 minutes. Seems way, way, way too long for a match with that many people in it. Should have just been, in and out, really.
When was the last time we've seen a fucking 8-on-8 tag team match?
How do you even stand on the ring side without touching each other?
No, this is an absolute mess.
You could probably link around the ring, couldn't you, holding hands? It's kind of a mess. But anyway, the team of Tommy Billington, Kip Sabian, Rocky Romero, and all those other guys won. Don't need to repeat all the names. Moving into the second match, Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii taking on Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway. Willow Nightingale won. Now, I believe they get to... Statlander gets to choose the stipulation of the match now in her title match or whatever against Statlander because Nightingale won. But it's like, really? This match is happening in All In and the winner just decides what the match is at All Out? Seems a bit unnecessary to me. It's a big pay-per-view. I get it was on the pre-show, but really? So this was basically just to decide what the stipulation was going to be in a future match between the two?
Yeah, I actually think this match probably... I mean, with a stipulation... Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? The match doesn't belong on the full card, but...
You just water down the feud. It's like, who really cares? We've already seen him wrestle a lot of times. Yeah. Oh, what's going to happen when Willow Nightingale gets her hands on Chris Statlander? Well, we've already seen it a bunch of times.
No, it does water down the feud. I feel like Tony would only do this, though, with jobber women.
True, but I mean, we already seen with MJF and Osprey already facing each other, but whatever. Willow Nightingale wins. Is what it is. Didn't see it because it was on the pre-show. Up next, we had 10-man tag team action. 16-man and 10-man. So
16!
With two tag team matches that consisted of 26 fucking men. Are you telling me that this is just not a clear example of let's get everybody on this show?
Of course.
Nothing more, nothing less.
I mean, add in managers, you've got 1, 2, 3. What the fuck are we doing, AEW?
Yeah, the team with the Phonetics won. Sammy Guevara, Shibata, and Dustin Rhodes was in that too. But don't worry, if you like big men, multiple men in matches, you're in luck. Up next, 12-man ladder match. It was a 4-way trios match for the AEW Trios World Championship. Jesus Christ, I mean, what is it with these huge multi-men matches?
I don't know what it is. I actually didn't get the courtesy of seeing this match. I was...
Well, you missed absolutely nothing, because Pac and the Blackpool Combat Club won. Why wouldn't the Blackpool Combat Club want to, I don't know, maybe enter this match with Moxley? Where the fuck is Moxley, for that matter? But here, Pac returned. He's in England. Whoa, he's in his home country of the UK or whatnot. He's won belts. Looks like Christian and Luchasaurus have had a little bit of a fall in it, but maybe that's not the case. We'll see later on tonight.
We'll see later on tonight. Long match, one of the longest ones of the night, 4th longest, so, I mean, 4 out of 12, I mean, that's pretty long, but up next with the Glamour, Mariah May defeating Timeless, Toni Storm. It looked a lot better than the match she had with Saraya, that's for sure. And it went 15 minutes. Good match. You seen it?
I thought it was probably one of the best matches of the night. Very good. Mariah May slapping her own mother, taking out the butler guy. Timeless, Toni Storm Could have went for the shoe, but she decided not to and ended up losing the match because of that. Mariah May hit her with a pile driver. Just kind of seems a little bit like Osprey could have went for. And I get it. It's not so much this move is dangerous. It's more because she got beat down with the shoe, but it's a little bit too much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa, is he going to hit this move? Is he going to hit that? Oh, is she going to use the shoe to win the match? It's like, I mean, whatever. I thought it was a good match, but the whole shoe, why not just have a clean win? You know, like somebody wins clean. You ever heard of that, Tony? Can? Anyway, Mariah May, new champion. I do think it was probably time for Toni Storm to lose. It was a good run, but I think once you split her up with Mariah May and you turn her face, then, you know, the run was kind of going to go downhill, because I do believe this is a heel-like character. So we'll see if timeless Toni Storm remains, or whether she freshens herself up, or whether she takes time off. But I think Mariah May is a decent women's level wrestler in AEW, so we'll see how her run goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I believe it's only like her, 23rd or something match, so doing well. The repping WWE merch to AEW Women's World Champion.
Yep, still a rookie really at this point of her career, so yep, Mariah May, new champion. Up next with Hook defeating Jericho to win back the FTW Championship. It was the last chance match for Hook. Basically, it was a 3-on-1 match. Big Bill, mega over. Taz got up and, I mean, he had to probably climb a ladder, but eventually locked in the Taz mission. A very shit-looking Taz mission on Brian Keith, while Hook locked in on Jericho, and Jericho tapped out. So there you go.
He would not have been able to do it on Big Bill.
Definitely not.
Taz
Unless he climbed over the announce table and Big Bill was leaning against it, he could have maybe tried to.
Maybe, but here, Taz got a big pop, and it just goes to show you, it's sad, like, when Taz is, like, I mean, it wasn't pop of the night, like, but it wouldn't be far off it.
Yeah, it's just a shame, like, guys like Taz, you know, they're not in the condition to, like, lace up the boots and actually have another match. Taz can probably get in the ring and put on a Taz mission, and maybe he could take, like, a minor bump, like getting pushed over, but someone like Taz, he's never having a match.
The last time Taz had a match, I believe, was One Night Stand 06. I mean, that is fucking... That's donkeys.
And not much happened in that match.
No.
But here, compare him to that. He looked fucking great compared to what he looks like now. So.
Yeah, but it was literally the same spot he did.
Although it was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, time flies and you're not having fun.
It's crazy that 2006 is near 20 years ago.
It is. Up next with the Young Bucks taking on FTR, taking on the Acclaimed. Honestly, didn't really think much of this match. There was a rap at the beginning. Young Bucks said that FTR looked like EDL members. I mean, do they really? I mean, I'm not... I get it. I don't think FTR got it because I don't think they knew what the EDL is, but the rap didn't really impress me.
Yeah, I mean, do they look... No, I think Cash Wheeler looks more like one. I think Dax Harwood with the bald dome and the mustache looks more like American, like Texan or something.
Redneck.
A Diddy Texan. Anyway, I mean, the match was just a bit fucking boring.
It was a bit boring. Young Bucks retain. Then we move on to the Casino Gauntlet match. Christian Cage wins it. He gets a shot at the World Championship. Apparently, he will not rest until he's the AEW World Champion. I mean, Bryan Danielson. I'm not going to complain if I get that. That should be a decent match. I'm not going
to... Daniel Bryan's dad, I believe, recently passed away, so
I'm
sure Christian will be getting fucking stuck into that.
You wouldn't be surprised if that's the sole reason he won this.
Probably.
Just so he can...
Here, Daniel, you can't retire. Christian needs to bury your dead dad. But for me, this was my match tonight.
I mean, we'll probably get some involvement with Brie Bella and the kids or whatnot. You just know Christian has to go down that line.
Yeah, at least it's a bit better, though, he's going down that line in a world title feud rather than, here, this guy I'm feuding with for the fucking TNT title, I'm going to make fun of your dead dad and don't even know who the fuck you are, let alone your dad, mate. Anyway, I thought this match of the night for me, but I thought the ending was pretty poor.
Aye, Christian just wins because Luchasaurus throws him on top after doing the choke slam. Very predictable, you could see it coming. But it was so predictable, I thought it maybe wasn't going to happen, but then it did happen. It's like, oh well. You know?
Yeah, I thought it was just a fun match. I mean, I pretty much dislike everyone in the match apart from Christian and Jeff Jarrett. But here, I mean, I guess seeing Nigel McGuinness and Ricochet...
Well, let's talk about Ricochet. So Ricochet is now all elite. Oh, Nigel McGuinness, a one-off appearance, or is this him back for good?
I don't... What age is he?
Doesn't look that old.
He doesn't, but...
But he must be up there with the age of... I'd say he's probably older than Bryan Daniel.
Yeah. Bryan Daniel?
Whatever his name is.
Bryan Daniel? He has to be because I mean, he was appearing in TNA like fucking 15 years ago. Which puts him, must be near 40, if not 40. Who cares though? Who fucking cares? I get it was nice for him to come out in a packed crowd at Wembley, but let's not, well, a packed crowd, I'll take that back. It wasn't packed, but a decent enough crowd.
Yeah, but you can tell the attendance is down, and that's going to happen every year now. The AEW come to Wembley. That next year they're not going. They're going back in 2026. That's probably the correct decision, because then it'll mean the fans get a year off, and then maybe I'm going to assume. Now, obviously, it depends on how bad the product gets, but I think there's a decent chance that All In 2026 might do better than All In 2024.
It does depend.
If they don't go back to the UK.
Right, but let's be honest. Who's going to be in AEW in 2 years' time that is going to be like, oh, he needs to, that's a must watch? I mean, you've got a Daniel Bryan retirement match here. I think that's one of the biggest things AEW can do.
Probably is. Anyway, let's move on. We have up next, Will Osprey defeating MJF. Lasted 25 minutes. I mean, it is what it is. Just, is Will Osprey going to use the Tiger Driver? Is he not? We then got the interference from Daniel Garcia. Didn't really make much sense, but he came out in a mask and attacked MJF. This allowed Osprey to hit the Tiger Driver and win. I think that move needs banned. But whatever. Osprey is the new champ. The new AEW American champ. MJF renamed the belt. MJF recently just won it off Osprey, and now Osprey gets it back. But pointless if you ask me. Thoughts on the match?
I thought the match was pretty bland. Just, we've seen it a month ago. It went an hour. Not 25 minutes here. Just no selling. Just lack of psychology. Some pretty poor looking spots. Like, I mean, MJF does a move, pins him, he kicks out, and then gets up straight away, like 20 minutes into a hard hitting match that you're allegedly supposed to believe is real. Fucking ridiculous if you ask me. And then the finisher, it's just like, someone will die if they keep doing this. It's, I get it, MJF's hate it, right? But how good can the face really look if he's unretired the move that's like known for paralysing people to use on a heel? I think it would work more if Osprey was a heel.
Agreed, although the heel probably wouldn't retire the move, so it's, I don't know, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but
anyway, I'm just sick of it. The whole feud was basically, it's like on Raw, you've got CM Punk and McIntyre feuding over a fucking bracelet. The main point of this feud's a fucking move. It's just, really? Feels like the wrong things at the forefront of these.
Yeah, but at least this is a bit more manly, I guess you could say. It's like, they're feuding over a move that could kill you. Oh, they're feuding over a bracelet with a couple of names on it. I know what I'd rather fucking feud over.
Right, up next with Mercedes Moné versus Britt Baker. I thought this match just kind of died. It just
died a death.
I don't know, man.
Too long, too boring. Next.
Definitely not. I mean, the other women's match should have been higher up in the card for whatever. But we know Mercedes Moné. That's not going to be the case. She is obviously going to be the highest work. She probably wanted a main event, for God's sake. But is what it is. She had that match. She retains. Wasn't great.
Well, let's actually say a word, right? Because Osprey, Moné, and Okada come in at the same time. Those big-ass contracts. Let's be real. Did Okada feel like a big deal tonight? He just felt like another body in a massive gauntlet match.
Well, that's what he was. Throwaway. Let's be honest, no one's really in that gauntlet match because they're over or they're an important part of the show.
Yeah, but if you're watching that gauntlet match, you feel like...
He was just another guy. He didn't feel like a big deal.
What I feel like the stories in that gauntlet match was Christian saying he was going to win, Nigel McGuinness's comeback, Ricochet's debut, and Hangman Adam Page getting screwed out of a world title shot, which played into the main event and why he came out and cost Swerve.
Okada was just there.
Okada was as useful as fucking Mark Briscoe, and this is a guy that's on millions.
Not right. Up next with Jack Perry defeating Darby Allin. Fun wee 10-minute match where Darby Allin just got beat up, basically thrown everywhere. He came out with what looked like thumbtacks stapled in it, but I'm going to assume it was just like a makeup or whatever, but it looked like he had thumbtacks driven into his head.
I feel like the pointy way was facing it.
In?
No, some of them were pointed out.
Well, maybe it was legit. Who fucking knows? It's Darby Allin.
But how could he possibly get them pointing out unless they were double-sided thumbtacks?
I don't know. Couldn't they tell you? Darby Allin wins, then puts him in a body bag, and the Young Bucks come out and they pour gasoline on it and things like that. And then he's in the body bag inside the coven. But don't worry, because Sting makes his return. The Stinger, it's showtime! Steve Borden comes into the ring. Looking pretty good, lays the smackdown. Jack Perry makes a run for it, and Sting, Scorpion, Death drops both members of the Young Bucks and saves Darby Allin's life. So good to see Sting back, and it was a fun wee match. Not going to complain.
It was, but it's like, can Darby Allin leave Sting behind? It's like,
Nah, he needs him.
Will this guy always be in the rafters, fucking casting a shadow over this guy? Probably. Anyway, main event time. Yeah. Career is saved. Title is won.
Now,
correct decision.
Wikipedia says this match went 26 minutes, exact same time as supposedly the Casino Gauntlet match went, and the Will Osprey MJF match also went 25 minutes and 50 seconds. So very strange that those two matches went 26 minutes each, but let's just look at that. There's 3 matches going, let's just call it 26 minutes. 26 minutes is a long time. I think too long.
Yeah, you're looking at an hour and 18 minutes. 80 minutes of just wrestling. That's not even factoring in their entrances, which I guess AEW were pretty good at. But, considering there was 12 matches across over 5 hours, there's only one match is below 10 minutes.
Kind of crazy that.
No, that is.
And it was a pre-show match, wasn't it? So
yeah.
Right, with a guy that can't wrestle. So I mean,
yeah.
It still went 8 minutes. Anyway, Bryan Danielson wins. He celebrates with his family. Stopped the match a few times, pretending he's injured. Just stuff we've seen before, really.
No, but you've got the doctor. Oh, I swear he's broken his arm. How shit does that make the doctor look? He's a doctor and he's claiming he's broke his arm.
2 minutes later, Danielson's got his arms flinging about the place. Anyway, Danielson wins. For some reason, Swerve Strickland no-sold the first flying knee like he was fucking a Terminator, but then the second one took him down, LeBell lock, broke the fingers, blah, 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 and then locked it in. He tapped out. New champion, Bryan Danielson's not going to retire now. I guess he's going to sign a new deal, unless this is going to be a really short title reign. Celebrates with the Combat Club and his family, and that's it. Show went off the air. We also got JR on commentary for the last match, which is, I mean, okay, but is JR only able to do one match? You tell me JR can't do the whole pay-per-view? Or at least the second half?
Something like that. The final 3.
Very strange that JR must be in a bad way.
He must be.
And to be honest, he wasn't really doing much commentary. At 1 minute I thought he'd maybe fallen asleep because it was a long time before you heard him.
Yeah, as for Bryan, I didn't really like the finger breaking spot, but what I would say is, at least that is, he's breaking fingers to get the guy to tap out in the main event with his career on the line. Fucking Pete Dunne does it as a transitional move.
True.
You're led to believe that Pete Dunne's breaking fingers every match.
True, so I mean, gotta give him a wee bit of credit there. I mean, overall, what did I think of the show? Honestly, man, it wasn't great. I'm going to give, well, let me think actually. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with a 3. I think a 3's alright in this day and age of wrestling.
Well, I consider a 3 to be,
like the average.
Oh, well, on my scale, 3 is like
way above average.
Poor, but, like fucking... Yeah, I mean...
In terms of what we would give a show, it is above average.
Well, yeah, 3's not bad. So 3 out of 10, guys. Let us know your rating down below in case we were dead wrong. Let us know what you think. Personally, I mean, for us, it was just there, it wasn't...
Like, see for the people that like AEW, I think you'd love this show.
Yep.
But from us, there was some stuff I liked, but for the most part, trash.
Yeah, anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Subscribe. Till then, though, peace.